Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, sixth-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy that springs for the good stuff.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He was brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's Mack, draw play. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun is Minshew, and that will be incomplete.
Minshew's pass.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. First down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete.
The pass.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal. Running back. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. He was brought defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again.
The running back.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
5-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Tyler.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Makes the score Jaguars 3.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10.
60 out, Lord. Ready?
Here's Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He's a 2nd-round pick, a solid 2nd-round pick. But when you're close to that 1st round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a 1st-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had 1st-round grades on him.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 65 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Minshew sets to throw. Got an open man. It's QT. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 40 now on second down, Minshew. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the Jaguars.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this one is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. 20. 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of...
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And they give this time to the tailback. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Throwing over the middle, and it's it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here again comes Gardner Minshew. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And this is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight line, usually right in the middle of the field.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They've got the lead, and certainly a big reason why some of these catches we take a look at right now.
And I've seen it so many times that when units start to play really well, they feed off of each other and play even better. And they're making every catch possible. Contested, non-contested, easy, difficult, big-time plays. And right now, that's why their team's in the lead.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On play action, they'll throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Minshew. Try to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
It'll be Minshew again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 3rd and short. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
By C.J. Henderson.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Yeah, this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 7. His throw incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
4th down.
Broken tackle for Kelly. A 2nd broken tackle. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here again comes Gardner Minshew. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. Their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true, because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with a crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Mack. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep downfield for Roll. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the Packers who get the win at home. A touchdown the difference, 21-14, the final score. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. 29-23, the final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be... right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Not much there, only a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Making the catch is Sternberger. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
back to him on first down. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Gerald Everett.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Back to throw now on first down. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Jaguars 23.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go play action here with Minshew. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew. The toss here completed to Pittman. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
He went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will cut the lead down to 13.
Makes the score, Jaguars.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
1st down.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
32-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jacksonville.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Minshew. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Minshew's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again, Minshew looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
It'll be Minshew again, staying on his feet. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Minshew sets to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Jaguars.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back.
At their own 30.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is QT, complete. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And it's a fumble. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Minshew's pass complete.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Got an open man. It's QT. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Minshew. And quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick, and it's third down.
Third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for Michael Pittman. Incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on fourth down. On fourth down, Minshew, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start.